In this video, we explore some of the little-known facts about Apple Incorporated, the most successful business in the world. The company is on pace to become the first trillion-dollar corporation. But there are many things you may have overlooked, mainly because the company isn't proud of or didn't get that much press in comparison to the flashy products they sell now. Let's look at 10 facts about Apple that you might not be aware of. Number 1. Bill Gates stole Apple's Windows. Comparable to how Mark Zuckerberg appropriated the Winklevoss twins' concept of Facebook, Steve Jobs charged Bill Gates with developing Apple's operating system. After creating the product, Bill realized its potential as a standalone item and made the decision never to deliver it. Instead, he began selling Windows on his own. Number 2. In reality, Apple has 3 founders. We all know that Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak assembled the first Apple computer in Cupertino, California, in the garage of Wozniak's parents' house. But few are aware that Ronald Wayne, a third person, was working alongside them. Jobs agreed to partner with a friend from their time working together at Atari to launch Apple. He not only contributed to the creation of the computer, but also wrote the instruction manual and created Apple's initial logo. He sold his shares to Steve for $800 after realizing that Apple might not survive. A terrible choice in hindsight. That portion would now be worth almost $40 billion. In a Nevada trailer park, Wayne now offers stamps and coins for sale. Number 3. The patent for the slide to unlock function belongs to Apple. Apple is now suing Samsung for allegedly violating a patent. A judge has already rejected Apple's German patent claims for the slide to unlock. Number 4. Samsung actually makes the Retina Display for the Apple iPad. Apple discovered that outsourcing its Retina Display production to Samsung is less expensive than building the necessary infrastructure in-house. Additionally, the arrangement is highly valuable and offers Apple some leverage over Samsung. Number 5. Microsoft was compelled to rescue Apple Inc. by Steve Jobs. Apple was out of money in 1997. Steve proposed to Bill Gates the prospect of a settlement of $150 million for non-voting shares at Apple because their legal disputes with Microsoft had dragged on for so long and were costing them a fortune. While Apple vowed to make Internet Explorer the default online browser on the Mac, but not the only one, Microsoft vowed to support Microsoft Office for the Mac for 5 years. Number 6. The US Treasury does not have as much cash on hand as Apple. Apple has at least 4 times as much money as it does resources, in addition to having more overall. About $50 billion in cash is available in the US Treasury as of 2015. Apple has over $200 billion in cash on hand, according to its financial statements, which may be verified. In order to put things in perspective, the current value of Apple exceeds that of the entire Russian stock market. Number 7. Steve Jobs is a Syrian immigrant son. Almost nobody is aware that Steve Jobs was adopted. Fewer yet are aware that his father was Abdul Fattah Jandali, a Syrian refugee who caused Joanne Carol Schiebel to end up pregnant while she was a college student. The infant was given up for adoption due to family problems. And although the mother desired educated individuals to adopt the child, Paul Jobs, a high school dropout, and Clara Jobs, who hadn't completed her college education, became parents to young Steve. Although Abdul Fattah Jandali, the manager of a casino in Nevada, never met his son, the two did exchange a few quick emails immediately before their careers ended. Number 8. Apple could purchase over 80% of the top 500 American companies if it went binge shopping. To add some intrigue, Apple could purchase Tesla and Netflix with the money from just one annual quarter. Tesla is valued at about $28 billion, while Netflix has a cap of $23 billion. They could acquire Amazon for $90 billion if they wanted and still have money left to buy Coca-Cola or Disney. Number 9. By borrowing the idea from Xerox, Steve Jobs created the computer mouse. In the early days of computers, clicking required inserting rows of code that specified the cursor's position within a grid and the action you wanted it to take. When he was in Xerox's development facility, he saw a 3-button mouse that would have been ideal for his Apple interface. He had the team remove one of the buttons to reduce the price from $300 to $15 because that was the sole drawback. Number 10. Steve Jobs launched a war on Google in the last few years of his life. Steve said, "I will spend my last dying breath to right this wrong. I'm going to destroy Android because it's a stolen product. I'm willing to go thermonuclear war on this." They are scared to death because they know they are guilty. Apple may permit or have ad blockers pre-installed on all their devices, so you enjoy a better internet browsing experience, in a final effort to bring down Google's advertising empire. If this were ever implemented, it would be Steve's last blow against Google. Apple is undoubtedly one of the most valuable organizations with an interesting history that includes some lesser-known details. So, let us know in the comments if you're interested in learning more. I appreciate you taking the time to visit with us, and please subscribe so you won't miss a video. If you want more, check out these chosen videos that you might like, or visit this channel for the best information. Also, like and subscribe to this video. Bye for now, and see you next time.